Hey everyone, it's Brian here from B&D Craft Some More here on YouTube. Today I'm on to do my bonus video for Miss Edith's 12 Days Christmas giveaway deal on her channel, Scrapbook with Me Crafts, here on YouTube. I'll leave a link to her channel down below in the description, and I'll also leave a link for today's three or four bonus pages for the 12 Days collab that you can download for free today. And this is Sunday, of course, Sunday, December 21st. And there also will be a deal on our online store that will be included in the description box below this video. So I think you'll like it. It's a nice little bundle of stuff. So go ahead and check that out. And if you want to buy multiple items during this special period, 12 Days Christmas specials, just put a note in your order that says hold shipping or just hold, and they'll know what to do with it because, after 12 days of Christmas collabs are over, probably right after Christmas, they will get everything packaged and sent off to you. But you only charge for shipping once if you do put the hold shipping in it, in the notes. They will refund you for excess shipping. So you'll have to pay shipping each time, technically, for the for each day you buy it for, but they will refund you the excess at the end. So we're going to go ahead and look at our 3 sheets that I was going to use for day 7. I wasn't feeling well that day, so here we go. We got Santa in the middle, and I just realized this a few minutes ago, Santa's in the middle, not towards the right. So Santa will be basically centered on the spine, I guess, of this little notepad holder I'm making. And we got some music notes as well. And this is going to go on the inside of the thing, inside the notepad holder, I should say. And then we got this piece here. I'm going to utilize this somehow as well. It's upside down at the moment. Got this. I'm going to make a pocket or something out of it. Another pocket to put the notepad in. Plus, we have these 4 bonuses for today's bonus video. Got some tags here. 6 tags on this first page. Some with Santa, at least 4 of them with Santa there, and there. Little church scene, Woodland Road scene. And got 3 more tags on this one. 2 smaller ones, which look like you could probably even score down the middle. Just cut these out like one whole piece and score down the middle. I have like a tag booklet or something like that. You got a larger tag here, and you got 2 larger tags here. One with Santa, with the wording and the ornaments and stuff around it, and we got an envelope here as well. Now, is this gonna fit? I wonder. I think it will. We may try and make a little gift box, quote unquote, for this notepad holder if I can figure out how to do it. So be on the lookout for that later on in this video. But first, I want to just go ahead and tell you that we are going to be using some chipboard for the base of this. Going to have 2 pieces measured 3.5 inches wide by 5 inches tall. Same as the notepad itself. And we're going to have 1 piece measures 1/2 inches wide by 5 inches tall. So we're going to bring out that first piece real quick that I showed you earlier, the Santa one. And we're going to do some math real quick. So 3.5 times 2 equals 7. And plus 1/2 is 8. So we're going to want like maybe 9 1/8 inches cut from this 11-inch side. That'll do the trick, to cover everything. And then we're going to have like 1/2 inch spot on either side. Well, we can do 10 inches actually. 1 inch overfold on this side and this side. And then we got 5 inches going tall ways. So we're just gonna basically cut the borders off this. I think that's pretty much all we're gonna have to do. A little trimming on here. Yeah, 6 inches will be for that. 7 inches will be, so we can just take off maybe like 1/2 inches off the top and roughly a little under 2 inches on the right. So we're gonna do that real quick. I'm just gonna cut a little bit off of here, a little more than the border. We're going to want, yes, we're going to want 10 1/8. So we're actually going to want to cut off a little under an inch. So I forgot we want to do 1 inch on all 4 sides. Okay, so we got this at 10 1/8 inches. I think, yes, we do. We're just going to go ahead and cut that and toss the excess. And we're going to go ahead and do 7 inches on this side. So we're going to, we're actually going to cut just the excess, the border off this one. So we're going to want, the Santa hat to be, visible. And then we're going to cut this down 7 inches here. And this we're going to come out with. I know there's a little bit left here. I probably shouldn't have messed with that top part at all, but I did. So therefore, what's done is done, unfortunately. So we're going to flip this away. First things first, we are going to go ahead and score on 1 inch on all 4 sides with our bone folder. One inch on all 4 sides. And this is just a guide, basically, to put our pieces together with. So I'll show you what I mean. You'll see our 4. You may be able to see our 4 score marks here, but we're just going to put them together like this. I might even do the left side first, and then the right side after, and then, do some with 1/2 inch. We're going to make it 3/4 of an inch now, I think. Maybe even an inch. Let me think about that. I might actually make that like 3/4 of an inch to an inch of a spine because I did mess up, unfortunately. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut off an inch off this here. See how that goes. I'm going to cut 5 inches off of here. And I'll probably have to trim down just a little more, maybe like 3/4 of an inch. I don't know yet. We'll find out soon enough. Yeah, I think it's probably going to be 3/4 of an inch. This is what you do when you're on the fly crafting and things mess up. That's perfect, actually, right there. Okay, so we're going to go ahead first and glue down our front and back pieces. We're going to want to make sure we're going the right way, which we are. I'm going to add some double side tape on here first, and then we're going to go ahead and glue it down as well. Now, I'm just mainly going to be doing the edges with this. So how's everybody's holiday season going so far? Hope it's going well for y'all. Mine is going okay so far. Had a couple setbacks medically, but, happens every once in a while. So I'm just riding with it right now. Just, hopefully things will get better soon and everything. So that's how I'm doing. Just getting ready for Christmas as well. Making gifts for my nieces, which is always fun. Oops. Now we're going to do the same thing for this side. Put it over here. And we're going to go ahead and put tape on here as well. And I'm using 110-pound cardstock for this, so it should be pretty sturdy. If you want to use 65-pound cardstock, that's great. It'd be a little less heavy. That may be better, actually, but I'm choosing 110 because really that's the only kind I have right now, and it really does a good job. And it goes through my printer pretty well, but I have heard some people's printers doesn't go through that well. So just stick with whatever weight you feel most comfortable with. That's what I'd say. So I'm going to put some glue on here too. On top of the tape and over the chipboard. I'm going to go ahead and put this down. And now we're going to go ahead and get our piece here that goes in the middle. I could cut off just a slice smidgen more because I really do want like an 1/8 of an inch gap between these two, which I'm going to do. I'm going to cut out maybe like 1/16 of an inch first, see how that goes. And then I'll do an 1/8 of an inch, another 1/16 if I have to after that. I hope this works. It's a little crooked, but I think it'll work. Maybe not. I'm going to cut another 1/8 of an inch, 1/16 of an inch off. I may actually have to recut this. Maybe cut a little too much. Yeah. We're going to recut this, actually. I like that better there now. So we're going to cut this 5 inches. Use this piece here and toss this one. This one somehow got to be a little bit less wide, so I'm going to go with this one here. So I'm going to go ahead and just burnish that down. And fold that back and that back. Take this piece off too, but not the tape itself. here we go. We're going to put this down here, like so. Matching everything up and burnishing it down. So we're going to flip this over real quick, burnish this down as well. And now we can cut our corners, miter them. So I'm going to get my scissors and I'm going to get my bigger pair of scissors because just do one cut. I'm going to try to leave about 1/8 of an inch here between the end of the chipboard and where the paper ends. I'm going to try and do that with all 4 sides. And normally I could put these 4 here down, I might. But you know what? I don't think so because I don't think they match. But I'm going to go ahead and burnish these down real quick and see what it'll look like without those. I think the corners are going to match up nicely enough. It's not required to put these down this time. And yes, they will. So I'm going to go ahead and actually put a piece of tape here. Piece of tape here. And another piece of tape on the bottom of this. Right here. And then do the same thing again for this. And the tape won't go on the same spot. It will go, see, this will hit the bottom of this will hit above that tape. So that's what I'm wanting. We're going to do the wider side first. I think that'll make more sense to do that. Well, I don't know. Okay, so we're going to put some glue just on cardstock. Go like that. Burnish it down real well. Got 1 side down, 3 to go. Okay, that's not one to cooperate. Mouth's dry all of a sudden. Let's see here. Get that off. Get this off. There we go. 2 sides done. I'll put the tape and the tape on both sides here on the shorter sides now. I'll do on both of them. Put some glue on the paper here too. Gonna do this side now, fourth and final side. Got a little excess tape here, so I'll just get that off. And now we're going to go ahead and train this, I guess you could say, so it will fold. So I'm just going to take the bone fold. I already folded this just now like this manually, but I'm going to take the bone fold, and just do a little more working of the paper to train it to fold properly. Here is what we got so far. So now we're going to go ahead and put in our inside liner, which is somewhere. Here we go. This is what we're going to use for the inside liner. I'm going to cut all four sides on this to get it even. Hopefully we'll get the sheet music in the exact middle. So we're going to go ahead and measure this real quick on my scoreboard. See what size we need exactly. Then we'll have to maybe take like a half an inch off each number. Okay, so we got 5 inches here. Should have known that. So we're going to do like maybe 4.5 4-inch gap on each side, top and bottom. And then for this, we got 8 inches, really 8 1/8 inches, but we'll just do 8 inches and cut down 7.5. So we need 4.5 by 7.5. So 4.5 inches on the short side. We'll do that real quick. Cut that down 7 first. And then see where that lands. Here we go. 4.5. Ooh, yikes. That's small. So we're just going to go up here. Cut some more off. Now we're going to have to cut some sheet music off here too, it looks like. I did not realize that was going to happen. So at least we're going to have some sheet music on this one. Don't know about much of anything else. And then we're going to need 7.5 inches. So we're going to go down here. Cut. Should be even. And 7.5 is here. I think that'll turn out good. At least I hope so. So we're going to go ahead now and grab our notepad holder wherever it went. Yeah, I've totally lost it now. Okay, where did it go? Tell you what. Oh, I found it. I lose things easily. So this is what it's going to look like. I don't really like it like this, but I'm going to leave it like this. And then we're going to go ahead and put some tape. All 4 sides, some in the middle too, perhaps. Then we're going to make a couple pockets. If you see pieces of crayon on my desk, please know I made my gift for my 5.5-year-old niece a couple days ago, and I melted some crayons onto a canvas. And for that, I need to cut the crayons in half. Then the melted crayons got lots of places that shouldn't, even though I had protection on the desk. So yeah, it was a lot of fun though. I'm sure Miss May will love it. But that's why there's always crayon markings on my desk this afternoon. Like right there, there's a lot of them. So you need to get something, clean it real good. So I'm going to go ahead and get those off. Get a few more pieces here, maybe like 4 or 5, maybe a little more. But what we're most concerned about is getting these 4 edges covered with tape and then, gluing everything down afterwards. Uh-oh. That didn't take well. So we're going to make sure we're going the right way. And this is going to be our top here. Just going to flip it over like so and put some glue on here first. Just not too little, but not too much either. We want this to stick for the long run. Okay, so we're ready here. Let's see, let's get this straightened out a little more. I think that's pretty well centered there. So we're going to go ahead and get these edges here. Not the edges, but on the fold lines, I should say. Train those. And this is like the first time I've ever had no trouble with this on the first try. No bubbling up or anything, so that's a good sign. Yeah, I'm going to do like that a little bit. It is ripping a little bit up here, but it's okay. It should keep. So what I want to do now is make a pocket here on this end for the post. Actually, I'm not. I'm just going to glue it on there, tape it on there. That'll be the best thing. And you would call this a one and done, but when you're done with this pad, you can always glue another one on top of that chipboard that's on the bottom of that pad. Easy. So I'm going to go ahead and make a couple pockets here, maybe. I don't know what I want to do yet. I want to use this point and say it so badly. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and just, let's see, we got 3.5 inches wide. So I'm going to cut this to about 4 inches, I think. See how that goes. And then, like 5.5 or so. I'm going to see if this will fit as a good pocket. I'm going to go ahead. Oh, sorry. I'm going to go ahead and score this side now. And then whatever's left, I'll cut diagonally. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead now and score at 1/2 of an inch. And turn it clockwise 1/4 turn. So it'll be on the bottom and score it at 1/2 an inch again. So we're going to go ahead now, bring the trimmer back out again. Probably one more time. That's it. I tell you what, we could do like this, or we could leave a little room out here. I'm not sure. I'm going to try this first. Well, this is going to be my only shot, really, but... And then I'm going to, while I got it out, just going to trim off this little edge here. And that's like for the corner there. They scored. So go ahead and fold this back and burnish, fold this back and burnish. And then we're going to get our scissors back out and, oops, sorry. We're going to trim. And trim. So you won't see those parts there. And we can put it right here. We got a pretty cool little thing here on here. Actually, we could put it right here where the paper meets, so you can see the little edges. You don't have to. You could put it here, but it's not quite wide enough for that. So I'm putting it here because of that, because it goes up to here. I might cut off just a little smidgen here, so it won't interfere with the folding. I think that'll do. I'm going to go ahead and tape these down, these two edges. Sorry if you can't see what I'm doing that well. I don't know why my camera is not doing like it usually does. I'm going to tear off this little bit here of excess tape. We really don't need that showing. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this on here. Oh, we're going to put some glue on first, actually. Just a little bit of glue. That's not much. Don't need much. So we're going to go ahead. What's happening here? I don't know. We're going to go ahead and put this in this corner here. Like so. But like I said, if you want to prefer to do it right here at the edge, you can. I just want it to look cool. Like that. And one more thing to do. Put the pad in. See if it works. It better work. You know what? We could do like this. No, we can't. So we're not. We're just going to glue the pad on here like this. I know I made the same size as the pad. I probably wouldn't do that again if I were me, but I am me, so I probably will. Okay, we're going to need more tape, it looks like. That didn't work. Extra tape to the rescue. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just get these pieces off, get the backers off, and try to, without taking tape with it. Okay, let's try this. Nope. Now we're going to go ahead and tape down, of course, and glue it down too. And like I said, this can be one done if you want to be. But if you want to, you can make it a little larger. This part a little larger and put a pocket in there to hold the pad. Or you can just glue your next pad over the cardboard on this pad. That's a little bit too wide out, but I think it'll work. And here we go. It is a notepad holder. You could be argued you could put a pen in there too, even if you want to. But I'm not going to do that right now. But I will test and see if one will go in there. And it looks like it will. Just as long as you keep it towards this side. So I may cut out a couple tags first, actually. You can gift a couple tags in here too if you want to. I'm going to find a couple smaller ones. I was going to put this in that envelope Missy had provided, but I'm probably not going to now simply because this is 1 inch. Spine is 1 inch, and it was originally going to be ½ inch, so sorry about that. I'm going to go ahead and get this one here. And I'm going to cut these 2 tags here together. They will be larger than 5 inches tall, but I'm just going to cut the tops off probably, if need be. Which I may not need to do. Yeah, it's going to be more than 5 inches, it looks. It's going to be more like 6. 6.5 possibly. So I'm going to cut a little off here at the bottom, I guess. Cut off a little here at the bottom, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut the top of these tags down to make them just shorter than 5 inches tall. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get our scoreboard out one last time for this project. And we're going to score right down the middle here where that where they two separate at 3 inches. That is about 3 inches there, yeah. And we're going to fold it in half. I see what's going on now. That was not about the same size. But you can just, cut this off like I'm about to. Just going to go ahead and trim off there. And you can write a little note in here if you want to. Make a little Christmas card or something. So that's all I have for today. I'll show you the project one last time. If I can still find it. There we go. I lost it again for a moment. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, please do give a thumbs up. If you haven't done so yet, please do like this video. And of course, as I said, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this video. So I hope y'all have a great day. See y'all again real soon. Bye.